What if the one thing that defined your identity was also the very thing tied to your heartbreak? Now we dive deep into the story of Meri Brown, the first wife of Kody Brown, who, even after heartbreak, betrayal, and separation, made a shocking choice. She has kept the last name Brown. But why? Why would Meri, after years of emotional struggle and a very public breakup, refuse to let go of the name tied to Kody? In this Netflix-style breakdown, we'll uncover her deepest reasons, the drama it has stirred among fans, and the unexpected twist that has many questioning everything we thought we knew about identity, love, and loyalty.
Just gone from the world, and it's just heartbreaking.
Let's go back to the very beginning. Meri was the first wife, the cornerstone of the Brown family experiment. For years, she was the face of stability. But as time went on, her marriage with Kody grew strained, painfully strained. In 2014, the legal divorce. In 2015, the catfishing scandal. In 2021, Kody openly admitted, "There's no relationship here anymore." Fans thought this was the end of Meri Brown as we knew it. But then, Meri made her move. Instead of reclaiming her maiden name, she doubled down on Brown. She said, "I've thought about this for years, and Brown is who I am." But is this loyalty? Or something much deeper, maybe even darker? Why doesn't she move on? Meri deserves better. Keeping Brown is her power move. This decision has sparked war online. To some, it's an act of strength. To others, it's proof she can't let go of Kody's shadow. For women everywhere, the question hits hard. Do you hold on to a name that shaped you, even if it's tied to pain? Or do you reclaim yourself by starting over? And here's where the story takes a shocking twist. Meri's refusal to drop the Brown name wasn't just personal, it was strategic. That last name, like it or not, is a brand. It's tied to years of reality TV fame, business ventures, and her entire public identity. By staying Meri Brown, she's not clinging to Kody. She's holding on to her legacy. And perhaps her power. But here's the twist: while Meri embraces Brown, fans are questioning, has she really broken free from Kody? Or is she forever linked, no matter what she says? The backlash has been fierce. Some call her brave. Others say she's trapped. And a shocking number of fans, women across America, confess they see themselves in Meri's choice. This isn't just Meri's battle. It's a mirror to thousands of women who face the same question. Do you erase the name of the man you loved, or carry it as part of your story? And here's the ultimate question. If Meri ever remarries, will she still keep Brown? Or would that be the moment she finally lets go? Meri Brown's story is not just about a last name. It's about identity, resilience, and the cost of choosing how the world remembers you. So now I ask you, if you were in Meri's shoes, would you keep the last name of your ex? Or would you walk away from it forever? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading every single one. And if you want more deep dive sister wives breakdowns, and join our growing community of women who aren't afraid to talk about love, loss, and identity. Until next time, this was your Sister Wives documentary. Part 2. One photo. One taco plate. And suddenly, Mykelti Brown, daughter of Christine and Kody Brown, is at the center of yet another Sister Wives firestorm. Fans didn't just criticize her cooking. They mocked her family's eyebrows. Was this just harmless fun? Or another brutal example of how reality TV stars can't escape public judgment, even over dinner? Now we're peeling back the layers of this viral backlash. From tacos to teasing, from food to family identity, we'll uncover why fans reacted the way they did, and the surprising twist that says more about us than about Mykelti. When Mykelti posted her taco night photo, it was meant to be ordinary, a family meal shared with followers. But within minutes, fans zoomed in. The tortilla looked stiff, the meat looked dry, and the internet pounced. But what started as taco shaming quickly spiraled into something much deeper, a running family joke about the Browns' eyebrows. Fan tweets and memes, "Forget the tacos, those brows run in the family. Brow genetics stronger than taco seasoning." To outsiders, it might seem petty. But for Mykelti and women everywhere, it taps into a painful truth. Online criticism rarely stops at the surface. It targets your looks, your family, your identity. And here's where the emotional conflict explodes. Fans claim it's harmless humor, but others argue it's bullying wrapped in memes. Think about it. Mykelti didn't post a red carpet look. She didn't announce shocking news. She posted tacos. Yet fans dissected every detail as if a family dinner was an episode of Sister Wives itself. And for the Brown family, already famous for messy storyline, every tiny moment becomes a lightning rod. The pressure of being watched never really ends. But then came the unexpected twist, and it flipped the narrative. The twist? Mykelti didn't clap back. She didn't delete the photo. She didn't apologize. She let the storm rage, and fans kept fueling it. But here's the deeper reveal. This wasn't about tacos. It wasn't even about eyebrows. It was about the strange contract reality stars have with their audience. Fans feel they own a piece of their lives, and that includes their dinner plates. And yet, a wave of supporters also rose. Fans defended Mykelti, arguing, "She's a mom. She's busy. Who cares if her tacos look dry?" Others went further, "It's just food. Stop tearing down women for everything." This backlash became a mirror. For some, it was comedy. For others, cruelty. And for many women watching, it raised a bigger question. Why are women judged for every little thing, even the meals they cook at home? The climax wasn't just the taco photo. It was the realization. Sister Wives stars live under a microscope where every eyebrow, every recipe, every family moment is fair game. And sometimes, fans forget they're human. And here's the chilling part. If the tacos sparked this much criticism, what happens when the Browns share something truly vulnerable again? In the end, Mykelti's tacos became more than a dinner. They became a battleground over identity, judgment, and the impossible standards placed on women in the spotlight. So now I ask you, if you were Mykelti, would you keep sharing everyday life online? Or would you retreat from the spotlight for good? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading them all. If you love these deep dive Sister Wives documentaries, and join our community of women who know that even the smallest stories can spark the biggest conversations. Until next time, this was the Taco Backlash. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. Kody admitting there's nothing between us. Legal footage overlay of divorce papers. Meri, the first wife, the original Brown matriarch, was legally divorced from Kody in 2014 so he could marry Robyn for custody purposes. Fans assumed she would eventually reclaim her maiden name. But nearly a decade later, Meri revealed, "I've thought about this for years, and Brown is who I am." Was this loyalty? Strategy? Or something deeper? She's holding on to fame. No, it's her identity. Brown is her legacy. For women across America, her decision struck a chord. Do you abandon the name tied to heartbreak, or keep it as part of your story? The fanbase split into two camps. Some saw strength. Others saw denial. But as Meri faced this identity war, her daughter was about to face an entirely different battle. One fought not in courts, but on Instagram. Instagram comments flash, dry. Unappetizing. Forget the tacos, look at the brows. When Mykelti posted her homemade taco dinner, she thought it was just a family moment. Instead, fans pounced. They mocked the food, then dragged the Brown family's infamous eyebrows into the mix. From tacos to teasing, it became a viral spectacle. To outsiders, it seemed trivial. But for Mykelti, it revealed the relentless scrutiny sister wives' children still face, even years after growing up in front of cameras. One fan wrote, "They can't even eat dinner without judgment." Another joked, "Those brows could season the tacos better than the meat." The internet laughed. But beneath the laughter lay the darker truth. For reality TV families, no moment is safe, not even tacos. Meri's name, Mykelti's tacos. On the surface, two unrelated events. But at the core, they reveal the same struggle. Women navigating identity under the weight of public ownership. Which raises the question, are the Browns still in control of their stories? Or are fans writing it for them? The twist? Neither woman backed down. Meri stood by her name. Mykelti left the taco photo up. No deletions. No apologies. In silence, they turned criticism into resilience. Here's the deeper truth. Keeping Brown wasn't about Kody, it was about legacy. Posting tacos wasn't about food, it was about normalcy. And the fan backlash revealed something not about them, but about us. Why do we demand perfection from women on TV? Why do we mock their meals, their looks, their names, while excusing the flaws of men? The Browns' women have become symbols of resilience. They carry the weight of judgment so heavy, it turns even tacos into headlines. But in the end, by refusing to erase their names or meals, they remind us, identity is not for others to decide. And yet the question remains. If Meri ever remarries, will she keep Brown? If Mykelti keeps posting family meals, will the mockery intensify? The story isn't over. It's just beginning. On Reddit, one fan wrote, "Meri keeping Brown isn't about Kody, it's about her brand." Another fired back, "No, it's denial. She needs to move on." Facebook groups lit up with debates. Some defended Mykelti's tacos, writing, "She's a mom, she's tired, let her live." Others piled on, "Those tacos look drier than the Arizona desert." And on YouTube comment sections, the divide grew even sharper. Loyal fans begging for kindness, critics sharpening their claws. The community wasn't just reacting, it was erupting. To understand Meri's decision, we need to rewind. Back to 2010, when Sister Wives premiered. Meri was Kody's only legal wife, the anchor of the family experiment. But by 2014, that legal tie was cut, replaced by Robyn. Then came the 2015 catfishing scandal that shook her trust, her marriage, and her place in the family. For Mykelti, the timeline is different, but equally revealing. Raised under the cameras, she forged her own path with Tony, embracing marriage and motherhood on her terms. Yet even in ordinary moments, like cooking dinner, the shadow of fame follows her. In the United States, after divorce, women are free to keep or change their last name. Legally, it's a personal choice. But in the world of reality TV, that choice is never just personal, it's branding. Think of Kris Jenner, who kept her married name for recognition. Or Bethenny Frankel, whose name became a business empire. Meri's decision echoes this. Keeping Brown is not just about love lost, it's about identity cemented. And on social media, Mykelti's tacos weren't just food. They became part of a larger cultural debate. How much control do reality stars truly have over their own image in the age of Instagram and TikTok? Kody Brown took a different route. She broke away, rebuilt her life, and rebranded as Christine Woolley. Janelle stayed quieter, forging independence without spectacle. Robyn, of course, remains legally tied to Kody. Compared to them, Meri's choice feels defiant. And Mykelti's backlash highlights how even the next generation, those who didn't sign up for the spotlight in the same way, to carry the family burden. It begs the question, are the Browns living their lives, or living their reputations? Meri walking alone in slow motion. Mykelti laughing with her children. Fans typing online comments in dimly lit rooms. Sister wives flashbacks of family dinners. In the silence between posts, between episodes, and between headlines, there are real women living real lives. But the world doesn't see the quiet moments. It sees the names, the tacos, the brows, and turns them into stories far bigger than they were meant to be. So what comes next? If Meri finds love again, will she remain a Brown, or finally embrace a new name? If Mykelti keeps sharing her daily life, will the internet soften or grow harsher? And perhaps the biggest question of all, can the Browns ever live ordinary lives again? Or has the world made sure that even the smallest choices will always carry extraordinary consequences? So what about you? If you were Meri, would you keep your ex's last name? If you were Mykelti, would you still post family dinners knowing the internet might roast you? Share your thoughts below. I'll be reading every comment. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and watch our other sister wives deep dives, because the Brown story isn't just theirs. It's ours too.